Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I have reached TL 57 on this account, and to be honest, if I really wanted to, I could go out of my way to do the rest of the main side world quests this game has, and probably hit TL 60 immediately, which I'll probably get on either tomorrow or the day after, as currently I'm distracted by something else, right? However, not only am I getting close to TL 60, allowing me to finally spend my saved up fuel to farm for my characters, but also I finally got Sparksy's Lycone. So far, this account has had pretty decent luck, right? Above average, I'd actually say. So I've won my 50-50 for Yao Guang, and I also got her early. I won my 50-50 for Sparksy, Soft Pity, and I won the 75-25 on the Lycone banner, and now, because of this, I'm obviously going to have a significantly stronger Sparksy, right? Now, some people have asked me, are you going to get Yao Guang Lycone? Are you going to get Yao Guang E1? I probably could, but I don't want to, because to be honest, I'm lazy, right? This team is already more than enough, in my opinion, for clearing the endgame content, and so instead what I'm going to do is save up the character banner pity I currently have and keep it for Asheville, right? I know his V3 is decently controversial currently, however I do think people are vastly overestimating how bad the buffs were. Now keep in mind, they were some of the worst buffs in the beta, but people are legit acting like me pulling this guy is going to completely brick my account and I won't be able to clear the endgame if I use him as a main DPS. This is simply not the case, and nonetheless, he still has a very promising future in a future new follow-up team as a sub DPS. So with this being the case, I have zero issues investing into this guy at all. I may go for his Lycone, I may go for his E1, we'll see how that ends up going. However, now that I've kind of gotten this entire Sparksy team out of the way, I don't think clearing endgame content will exactly be the most difficult thing, right? Now yes, to some extent, it also depends on relic RNG. If I have bad luck farming relics, then it's just gonna suck, and I'm probably gonna have to try harder than usual to make up for that in terms of clearing all the endgame. However, at least for now, it's pretty good, right? It's looking pretty good, it's looking pretty promising, and I didn't even have to go out of my way to really farm Simulator Universe, Divergent Universe, Currency Wars, shit like that. I haven't needed to do that yet, and to be honest, that's what I'm most thankful for. It isn't trying to go for E1 Yao Guang and E2 Sparksy and E1 S1 Asheville. It's just being lucky enough and not unlucky to the point where I don't have to go out of my way to farm all that to actually get what I want for clearing endgame, right? So the account's doing pretty decent right now. I have 75 pity on the character banner with 2 pulls, meaning I can get Asheville literally the second he drops, or more technically, I can get a 50-50 for Asheville. Yes, this could possibly be my first 50-50 loss on the account, and then I'd have to go out of my way to farm all of a sudden, which I'm very lazy to do, as I just explained. However, of course, I'd go out of my way to do it so that I could obviously guarantee him and use him to finally clear all of the endgame content. Now, I've made a good amount of pulls so far, and I still have a lot left, right? I'll show you guys over here in the reward guide. I've only done 24% of SU, and I've only done 18% of Currency Wars rewards, and basically everything is as untouched as in the previous videos I've done on this prior. So even with me barely touching these, I've still gotten enough pulls. I spent 50 on Yao Guang, right? Then I went to Soft Pity for Sparksy, so I'd say about 75. And then I've gone to 75 again, and then I've gone to 67 for the Lycone banner. So that is how many pulls I've been able to use, free to play, by the way, without spending any money, and I've still done barely any map exploration. As you can see, lots of map exploration still left. Even in Herta Space Station, haven't really bothered, right? And even with all of this, I still was able to get all that. Being a new player in this game gives an exponential amount of pulls. Something I definitely underestimated was how many pulls you can get from new maps. It's actually a very, very significant amount. I think I'm probably sitting on 100 plus more pulls from map exploration, fights with, you know, precious chests, spirit thieves, trotters, trash cans from Penacony, puzzles, right? All of those things combined, I do believe, are probably around the 100 plus pull mark, which is going to come in incredibly helpful around the anniversary when I do try to get Silverwolf for this Sparksy team. And of course, if I am getting this Silverwolf Sparksy team, you guys may be able to, you know, fill in the blanks and understand that Sparkle would go into Asheville's main DPS team. And I think I will make the team Asheville, Sparkle, Pela, right? And then sustain probably Dodhung PT, as I think Sparksy may be able to get away with Gallagher more easily as compared to an Asheville where the team is a lot weaker, right? So yeah, that's kind of all I have to talk about. Yes, by the way, I did get like all of these Pela Eidolons just off of pulling on the character banner, so it's kind of a no-brainer to build her, especially with Asheville specifically, because Asheville's 40% defense down is actually perfect synergy with free-to-play support Pela, because I believe Pela with S5 Pearls, I think, has like 58% defense down, which brings him to the 98% defense down mark, which is nearly capping out the amount of damage you can buff with defense shred. So Pela is a perfect AoE support for this team, and before you guys ask, yes, I as well have gotten S5 Pearls, because I believe it is currently on the Lycone banner, and I got it while I was pulling for Sparksy's Lycone, right? Yeah, there it is. So just a quick update on this new speedrun account. The goal is to clear within a 1 patch time span from when I made it, which is a month and a half. If I win the 50-50 for Asheville, I may change that to a month, right? It all depends on how the relic farming goes. 1 patch is a lot more safer, right? Because you have a lot more time to relic farm and make sure you get everything straight. However, if I can do it in 1 month, I promise I will try. So far, I believe this account is now like 2 weeks old, right? Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.